I'm going to tell you how to plot the graph of sine and cos theta, and the next I will tell you how to combine these two graphs in a single frame, or we can say that how to add cos and sine theta in a single frame. So let's start with the video. So just 3 lines, so all do things that clear or close all. So let's say start with the theta. So first we'll need to write the line scale. So it is 0 and is 2 pi. It is our the frequency band. So it is 2 pi, and that is 20 is for number of points. Okay, so let's go. Sine theta, as we know. So now write it is figure. So firstly, just we are plotting the graph, so we need to write the figure. So next we will go for the plotting. So just write plot and just theta, comma y. So now next is to add the labels, x labels, y labels. So then the x level would be just theta. So we will just write the theta in the form. Let's go for y. Y would be the magnitude, but I will write in just sine theta only. So how will looks like it. So firstly I will tell you and we will see how it looks. So firstly I have just written only sine theta. So just see only. Okay, this is the graph. Okay, so we can add the grid here. Otherwise you can just write grid on, so it will automatically add the grid on that graph. Let's see. Okay, so maximize it little bit. Okay, so we can add the title as well. So what is the graph of this one? So for understanding that the graph is of the sine theta, so we will just write the sine theta for the title. So it is writing like this. So just see what will happen. The graph will look like this. So it is the title. The sine theta is upper corner. Okay, so let's say I will tell you how to add the colors and how will increase the line width of that the graph. So just write line width. Okay, it should be in inverted comma, and just I have written only 2. So you can increase 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. So I'm just taking 2 only. So just 2, and okay, so let's say it is blue. I want to change it is red, so just put a red R only, so it is red. Now you can change red to green, so just write the G only, so it will change to red to green. Okay, so we can understand by putting these values, blue, green. So my favorite color is blue, so that's why I will written only blue. So now let's say you want to add some star or square or whatever. So just you should know which one would be square or which one would be triangle. So I've just for S or some square form, it will be triangle form. So I've just written D. So D for square. So just see it is square. Okay, so it is completed for sine theta. Next would be for the cos. Okay, so let's go for the cos theta, and these two graphs will plot in a single plot only. So there is no need to add the different graphs. So we will add. So we are plotting sine and cos theta in a single graph. So we have just put it y1 because they're the constant only, variable. So it will be y1 because we have already mentioned in the above just y. So Okay, one more thing is need to add some hold on, otherwise it will plot, and the next one will not plot, will be not plotting. So same way we will add the theta and y1. So let's go for what we have done in earlier, minus r line width, otherwise you just add it. Okay, the commas, okay, then 2, okay, done. So title will be sine theta plus cos theta. So we can add in the after the all the written in the figures and everything. So or otherwise we can add that in the title that is written in the above. So now we will add its value. No. So I am adding the magnitude, or we will say amplitude of the sine on cos. Okay, let's plot it. So we just add hold off. Okay, just see the graph of cos theta. Now we are adding some square, so we will see square form. Okay, so let's go for 4 pi. So it is depending on us how much graph we need. So I'm just plotting just 4 pi, so you can plot. Now we will move to sine theta plus cos theta. Okay, similar the second variable say y2. So we have already know that y and y1, so there is no need to write cos theta sin theta, just write y1 or y and just plot it, just theta and y2. Again we have to write some so we have already mentioned in blue or red. So now we will add green. Okay, just add green, and line width it is 2 only. Okay, just see what will happen is okay, just 3 graph is sine theta, cos theta and sine plus cos. Now one more thing is, okay, let's say you want to export these photos, so you can save or you can export these photos as well. You want to save, so you can save this one as well. So there's so many options to save this. So I'm just saving my photo in the laptop, my desktop. So we can see this photo we have saved in my desktop. Just see this I have saved. Okay, now we can't understand which graph is for which one. So that's why we are adding some legend, means there would be red one is a sine, black one is something like that. So we need to add which one is for sine or which one for the cos. So we have to add that. We can understand by seeing the graph only. There is no need to go the programming or there's coding or somewhere else. So we can see or we can understand by seeing the graph only. So just adding sine theta and cos theta. So which graph is the first one? So you just write the first one, the second one. So it is like similar kinds of things. So just add legend only and just write the ascending order, sine theta, cos theta, and the last one is sine plus cos theta. So just a simple way, it is very simple. Okay, so just written only sine theta plus cos theta. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you just see So by this graph we can understand the blue one for the sine and the red one for cos. So now for this thing, it is the numbering 1 2 3 4. So we need to add some the sine and cos theta in the form of in the form of pi, 2 pi 3 pi pi by 2, like that. So we need to add like this. So this thing x tricks, it is 0 to 3 pi, and we will just add some what value will come. So just add all values, like from starting from 0 to 3 pi. So I'm just writing 0, pi by 2, and then pi, it's 2 pi, okay, and then 3 pi by 2, okay, and then pi, okay. Today's this video, so I'm just ending here. So you can understand by putting all those values how to plot the sine. It is a very simple video. It is basic video for plotting the sine and cos theta. So I'm just explaining all those things. So okay, now today is done. So I'm going to end the videos here only. Okay, bye bye.